tuned into the hottest station on the Internet Nation. BallroomSceneRadio.com. Don't forget, it's your boy Izzy Stars, La Beja. And today I have a special guest for y'all. I have Oliver-Crumes. Yes. For those who don't know, he danced with Madonna in Vogue. He was in Madonna's Vogue video, and also in Remember the Time by the King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
There's nothing to it. 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 There's nothing to it.
All right, real quick, I want to give a great big happy birthday shout out to Leslie Cordoba. Also want to give a great big shout out to Harold Dinkins Valenciaga, Kevin Peralta Ninja, Luna Lopez Ninja, Hal Hirata Ninja, Steven Durielpre Lords, Joey Caballero, aka Kitana Gemini, Banji Revlon, happy birthday to Juan Gabriel, Fitch Extravaganza, Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy, Joe Fitzgerald Ninja. Want to give a great big special happy birthday to Jack Mizrahi. Happy birthday to Vicky Ninja, Naomi aka Poison Ivy Lords. Happy birthday shout out to Reverend Carl Bean, Bishop Carl Bean. Also want to give a great big happy birthday shout out to Crystal Edwards Gotti.
Have a happy birthday.
Hello, Junior. This is Madonna. Are you there? Call me in Miami.
I'm not here. Madonna called, I'm not here. Madonna called, I'm not here. Madonna called, Madonna called, Madonna called, Madonna called, Madonna called, Madonna called, Madonna called. Tell her I'm not here. I'm not here.
Hello, Junior. This is Madonna. Are you there? Call me in Miami. This is Madonna. 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 This is Madonna.
Hola señorita Cosa, hola señorita Cosa, hola señorita Cosa. Hola señorita Cosa, hola señorita Cosa, hola señorita Cosa. Hola señorita Cosa, hola señorita Cosa. Listen, watch me some boys from El Barrio and I'll be set. 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 I'll be set.
Don't forget to have oliver-crumes-iii coming up soon, a little bit later. You're tuned into the hottest station on the internet nation, ballsceneradio.com.
you in the back, I'm ahead of the class. Better sit that ass down before I slay that ass. Coolie hot shitting on your fucking face. School days epic, you don't make the grade, bitch. So let me see your power. Cunts on speed, 1,000 miles per hour. At a deadly rate. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. So you want immaculate conception, then bitch let this be a true confession. You're a tired bitch. Bitch, you're a tangent. You want another meeting late? Then here's a fucking mirror right in front of your face. So who wanna come for me? The only real bitch running NYC. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. Ever since I was a young buck, playing with my tongue truck. Always knew I'd be one of the greatest. Shitting on the motherfucking haters. I know you rich bitches breaking the code. Remember, I'm number one in control. Moving at a deadly rate. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take.
European, American.
The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take. The bitches throw shade cause they just can't take.
Working on now. Working on now.
You just can't take it.
Runway as he how. Runway as he how. Runway as he how. Runway as he how. Butch Queen voguing femme. Butch Queen voguing femme. Butch Queen voguing like a femme queen. Bring it to the runway. queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal like a funk queen, vocal like a Dutch queen, vocal. Runway as a house, runway as a house, runway as a house, runway as a house. Butch queen voguing femme, Butch queen voguing femme, Butch queen voguing like a femme queen. You put it up there.
The doors are about to close. Please come in.
The crowd goes. The drums go, but the bass goes boom. The rhythm goes, 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 the rhythm goes. The rhythm goes, but the horns go. The strings go, the strings go, the strings go. Guitar goes. Boom in the boom pop box, boom in the boom pop box, boom in the boom pop box, boom boom in the boom pop box, boom in the boom pop box, boom in the boom pop box, boom boom in the boom pop box, 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 boom in the boom pop box. The kitty
postmodern hip hop. Call me La Cuifa for the postmodern hip hop. La Cuifa, what? La Cuifa, what? La Cuifa, what? La Cuifa, what?
All right, don't forget to have Oliver Crooms coming up a little bit later. You're tuned into the hottest station on the Internet Nation, BallroomSceneRadio.com.
Adhesive out of it. Solid.
Boo, I am not the fool. 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 My name is Nancy Drew. They call me Nancy Drew. They call me Nancy Drew. They call me Nancy Drew.
Yeah, this your boy, iconic Joe.
Things don't go the way that you plan them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
That happens for a lot of us out there. But let me tell you something. You pick up the hallelujah hoop and you put it back around your waist and you rock the hallelujah hoop.
Keep selection here. We got a selection here from some soul in Chicago. So if you got it, light it up. Let's get this party moving.
zwei, eins, zwei, ein, zwei.
Here on BallsceneRadio.com, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the truth. Don't you ever forget where you heard it first. The hottest station on the internet nation is BallroomSceneRadio.com. The truth, good, the bad, and the ugly. It's your boy Izzy Stars the Beja on the 1 and 2. Let's get it cracking tonight. I have Oliver Crooms coming up in a little bit. Don't go nowhere.
Don't you want some more?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the one and only Oliver Crooms on the line. Say what's up, Oliver. You there?
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to BallsingRadio.com.
Thank you very much.
So how's everything going for you so far?
As far as life is great. We just been having a great time. I mean, it feels like we're all reborn, and it's been beautiful.
That's good. Definitely. All right. Well, let's get some music. Let's get it cracking. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada. Yes, the city that don't sleep.
Yes. How is it out there? I hear there's lots of secrets out there.
Yeah, well, I can't tell them.
All right.
Besides the secrets, it's very, 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 very hot.
I know that's right.
Yes. So.
Well, check it out. We're going to have some fun today. We have a lot of fans out there. Say hello to your fans. I want to give a great big shout out to Tiberius Stretch Ninja, who helps behind the scenes, who is also vice president of BallsingRadio.com and program manager. Also, I want to give a great big shout out to Brianna Diaz for tuning in tonight. We love you down. All right, Oliver, let's get back to you. You were born September.
I love you too, by the way.
Thank you. I love you too. So you're Virgo like me. We're both born in September.
Really? When's your birthday?
September 8th.
Oh, on the 5th. Yes,
I know that's
Virgo.
right. Virgo power.
Virgos are the nicest, most, I won't say down to earth because sometimes we're not down to earth, but
until you catch us on a bad day, huh?
Yeah, but we're loving. We love people. We're lovable.
Yes, we're lovable, but don't get on our bad side because we can switch the script.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Now let me just ask you real quick. You're known for your work with Madonna, Truth or Dare,
Correct.
1991. Madonna's Blonde Ambitions World Tour live in 1990. Madonna's Japan tour for Blonde Ambition, which was in 1990 also. Also in being a backup dancer for Michael Jackson. You also in Remember the Time, no? Michael Jackson, King of Pop.
Correct. I am in the dance scene. I am with Fatima. I'm right next to Michael Jackson when we're breaking down the music in the video, the breakdown.
Word.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now,
yes.
Now this is really, really big, for now and then. How did you get into entertainment and dancing and all this stuff? How did you let's take it back a little bit, back to when you were younger. How did you start all this? When did you first have a love for the arts when you were young?
Well, it started in 1985 in New Orleans, where I'm from. The Thriller video came on MTV, or it probably was MTV. And me and my brother saw the Thriller video, and we watched it over and over again. And sadly to say, we did the choreography backwards because we were watching the TV. Right. We was doing the choreography, watching the TV, but we was doing it backwards. And I didn't realize till later on in life, oh my God, I was doing it the opposite way. So from there, in 85, I moved to LA with my brother to live with my mom and my stepfather, and my two sisters or whatever. And they had this thing that was going on, which were dance competitions in LA. Now, I don't know if they started it, but I know we did start the trendy era. It's called trendy dancing. It's like a whole bunch of fast dancing, like with African Bambaataa, Egyptian lover music, and all that kind of stuff. It was all kinds of fast dancing, and we have a lot of dancers actually made it big after that. And I'll give you one good name. Black Eyed Peas, Will I Am.
Work. Yes.
Yeah,
I love the Black Eyed Peas.
I used to dance against Will I Am in dance competitions. So anyway, from 86 to about 80, maybe 88 or 89, I used to be in a dance group called the Jammin' Lovers.
All right.
with my brother. And then once I was with the Jammin' Lovers, this is not trying to sound conceited or anything, but everybody, when we performed on stage at these competitions and at hotels like the Hilton and the Sheraton hotels and all this stuff, all the dance groups wanted me. They wanted me to be in their group. So I wound up switching over to a group called the Teasers, and then I went to a group called the Romeos. Now, here's another fun fact.
Word.
The Romeos had dancers in it that made it big too. One of them is a comedian and an actor right now. His name is Alex Thomas.
Wow.
And yes, he lives in L.A. He wrote for Jamie Foxx's show. He was on a Jamie Foxx show. He's been in movies and all that stuff. And I have another friend that's named Kenny Haley. He also went to become a hairdresser, a hairstylist for all the stars. And me and Kenny also did Circuit City commercials together when Circuit City was out.
Wow.
We also did a whole bunch of we did an HBO commercial for HBO. I also choreographed a Coca-Cola commercial at one point. Anyway,
amazing.
As far as continue to dance, in '89, I actually got to go on tour with this lady. Her name is Leah. You don't know who she is. She's an R&B singer, but I got to fly to Hawaii, and we did some promotional tours for her album. It didn't do too well, and then in 1990 better yet, I forgot. In 1989, I started to teach hip hop. This is a big deal to me.
All right. Yes, that was a big thing back then.
I'm glad I get to say this on the radio right now. I was the first hip hop teacher to ever teach hip hop in LA. I was the first one to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations. That's an honor.
Yes. The name of the studio was called Regina's Dance Studio. It was in LA. And I was the first teacher to teach hip hop. And she had a lot of students there. We won't talk about who made it from there. That's not important right now. I'll talk about me.
Right.
But so let me tell you the breakdown for how I got Madonna. Well, one day I was teaching. It was on a Saturday. My students told me, Oliver, did you look in the newspaper? I was like, no, I didn't. They go, you should look in it. Madonna's having auditions for hip-hop dancers. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And the audition was on a Wednesday. No, there was one on Monday or Tuesday, regardless. Anyway, I told them I was going to go to the audition. Well, I had class on that Wednesday, and they asked me, did I go? And I lied to them, and I said yes. So after class, I went home where I was living with my brother and my sisters and my mom and pops. And my brother just came on and said, Oliver, let's go to the audition. What do we have to lose? And I was like, So we went to the audition. She was there. Me and my brother auditioned. Me and my brother are not trained dancers. We're self-taught. So I never took a jazz, ballet, tap class or nothing.
Wow.
Yes. So we went to the audition, and she liked both of us. She liked me and my brother. And, of course, there was a lot of dancers there. Kevin was there. I didn't know him at the time. I think Carlton was there, too. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, whatever. And she really liked me and my brother, and she could tell that we weren't trained dancers, and the choreography was, it had a little bit of jazz there, and a little bit of hip hop there. And she was like, "Come on, Oliver, you can do it. Come on, Lance, whatever." Anyway, she wound up picking me.
Word.
Out of 7,000 dancers, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Did I talk too much?
No, that's good. You're doing great.
Oh, okay. So.
Wow.
So, I mean, a lot of stuff happened. I also, after Madonna's tour, I mean, if you have any other questions about Madonna, just let me know. But after Madonna's tour, in 1992, I think, was when I did Remember the Time with Michael Jackson.
Wow, work.
Then after that, I wound up getting this solo in Johnny Gill's Coca-Cola commercial. Johnny Gill is from New Edition, guys. If you don't know who that is, Bobby Brown. I gotta mention, because as soon as I say Bobby Brown, everybody knows who New Edition is. But New Edition had a member. His name is Johnny Gill. Well, he had a Coca-Cola commercial, and I was in it. Now, here's a great story.
Go for it.
We're doing the video. We're doing a commercial, and we had like a break. We had like a lunch break, and Johnny Gill's bodyguard, which was his tour manager, also. We're outside his trailer, and his bodyguard is talking to me, going, "So, I know I heard that you danced for Madonna, this and that," and I was like, "Yeah," and he said, "What are you doing now?" I said, "Well, I'm just doing a commercial with Johnny." He said, "You should choreograph his tour. You should ask him to dance, go on tour with him." And I was like, "What?" So Johnny Gill came out of the trailer,
wow.
And the bodyguard said to him, he goes, "Hey, you should get his number or get in touch with his agent or whatever, and see if y'all can get something popping." And
I know that's right.
JG thought about it for a second. He was like, "Okay." He's like, "I'll give you a call." And of course, I didn't believe him. And then the next thing you know, I went on tour with Johnny Gill. I did 2 tours with him. The first tour I did with him was called the Triple Threat Tour. And listen to this lineup. It was called the Triple Threat Tour. It was Keith Sweat, Belle Biv DeVoe, and Johnny Gill.
Wow.
And we got the same places I went with Madonna, I got to redo it again. And I was on tour with them. I did 2 tours with Johnny Gill. And basically, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more I could talk about, but
yes.
If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, because I feel like I'm talking too much.
Well, no, you're doing good. Well, when you first auditioned, let's go back a little bit. When you did that audition in California with your brother, did you know you were going to end up on the Bond Ambition tour?
No. She kept me and Lance for a little bit during the process of the audition, and we didn't know. I mean, like I said, we were blinded. I mean, we were just happy. We was actually happy just to see Madonna, because
I know that's
my
right.
brother, we liked Madonna before we even went to the audition. I mean, I knew all her, not all her songs, but I knew majority of her songs, and but no, we as far as thinking that we're gonna get it or anything, no. It was like, I figured, I look at it this way. Each one of us, meaning Carlton, Kevin, Jose, Slam, rest in peace, Gabriel, Kevin, we're lucky, but I think we're very special dancers, and that's why she picked us. And you can't ask for anything more. I mean, we truly are blessed.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, now let's go into Truth or Dare, the documentary. Due to Madonna's throat problem, she canceled some of her shows in New York City. So Madonna's doctor instructed her not to talk. She found herself isolated in her apartment with her assistant, Melissa. She had no contact to the outside world, and everything seemed to fall apart.
and she lost contact with the dancers.
In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
Well, first of all, going off
well, there's a rumor, that Madonna dumped Beatty for, all of the dancers, and really? Everybody tormented you because they thought you were gay. It was a lot of stuff. Can you please tell us a little bit about that? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who don't actually know the whole true story.
Okay. Well, as far as the relationship with Madonna, I don't want to talk about that, but let me say this. From hearing, since we done the movie Strike a Pose and we've been to all the different cities, I heard a lot of stuff from Jose and Louis. They explained, when they got to New York, everybody, because they were from New York, everybody went their separate ways. And of course, me by myself, I was in a hotel. I would go to the clubs and go to just the clubs and hang out with the b-boys and all that stuff. We all just did our separate things. But at that time, that Star magazine did come out, and you're correct. It said Warren Beatty dumps Madonna for a black dancer, and his name is Slam. And they got the name wrong, of course, because Slam is Salim, and I'm Oliver. And so basically, at that time, there was a lot of commotion going on. We weren't hating each other. It was like, how brothers fight. How family fights.
Right. Yeah, this, little things,
we
disagreements.
Just did Japan, and that's when we got to know each other like really, really well. I mean, it was everyone's, first time together in Japan, and we getting all this publicity and dance, being in Japan. So when we got to the States, it was like this, like relaxed.
Yeah, relaxation.
So people just was doing their own things, and like I said, when the magazine thing came out, even though it's intro to there, it kind of shows you. I mean, the movie tells you what goes on. So it's really not. I don't feel like I have to explain, but I mean, but we wind up coming back together. I do recall Madonna in the movie saying to the guys, Oliver is, what's the word? Not, I don't know if she had soft. I forgot what she said. She was talking to all the guys. And she says, I don't know where he's at right now. Well, you're going to laugh at this. I was at KFC across the street from Madison Square Garden.
I know that's right. Getting the munchies on.
I was eating chicken by myself and saying to myself, those doggone, I was like, those bastards talking about, the boys, but just being, it was brotherly love. I was mad at them, right. Because they were teasing me so much. And of course, still to this day, they tease me. But,
really?
So all the people that's listening right now, if you want to know where I was when Madonna was telling the boys, I don't know where Oliver's at. I was at KFC, and that's a true story.
Oh no, that's right.
So, now I don't know if I answered all of the questions. So
well, there's one more question that I wanted to ask. Before we move on to the next question. There was a girl named Sharon. She was a makeup artist. There was a rumor.
Mama Makeup.
What was it?
Her name was, we called her Mama Makeup.
Oh, Mama Makeup.
Okay, what about her?
There was a rumor, that she was drugged and sodomized while partying, in a prayer circle before the final show in New York. Madonna attempt to pull everyone back together. How did that work out for everybody, uniting back together again? Like, how did that work out for you guys?
Well, as far as Mama Makeup situation, I didn't know about that until I saw the movie. I didn't have no idea about that. Wow. I swear to God. But as far as getting us together, all Madonna did for the boys, and well, of course, Don and Nikki, all of us never fought like Nikki and Donna. But of course, the boys, arguments here and there. But what Madonna did was just brought us together. All she needed to do is give us a little pep talk, and that was the end of that.
Wow.
And then it's history. And then we went back on.
Right. It's funny that you say history because, two amazing things I feel kind of like changed history a little bit when I've seen and I heard about this documentary. But in the documentary Truth or Dare, one was you got to see your father for the first time in several years. That was a touching story right there.
Yes, it was. It still is to this day. I mean,
because there's a lot of youngins out there, who's new to the life, and they might be going through the same situation or something similar. You know what I mean? So it's always good to kind of like talk about, some type of awareness or some type of, comforting for the people who listen to.
Well, as far as my father's situation, I look at it this way. I can understand where he was coming from because he was mad at me because I chose to go on tour with Madonna instead of graduating, and I was in the 12th grade about to graduate,
right?
And I had a choice, either go on tour with Madonna or dance.
And it's a big subject for a lot of up-and-coming artists in the independent world. A lot of people, see the struggles that their parents go through, and they see the struggle it is out there in the real life, the arguments and the fighting between in the household, and then it's like when it's time for them to make the decision, what do they want to be, they kind of little thrown off with that. So some people have opportunities, some people don't, and some people want to go chase their dreams, and some people want to listen to mom and dad. You know what I mean? How did you end up making that choice? Like, was it hard for you?
Well, what's so funny is that I wasn't chasing a dream because I never thought of going on tour, or all I wanted to do was dance.
Wow.
All I wanted to do was dance. So chasing my dreams, there was no dream or aspiration to go and go on tour. It was just, I just went and tried out for Madonna and I got it. So as far as the household, I get what you're saying, and as far as the youth out there, the young kids out there, if they're listening on the radio, I do say go in and graduate first. And I mean, you want to live your dream, but go in and get that education.
Right. Because nowadays you need more than one hustle. Yes, very important. I agree.
Have a backup plan and everything. And I honestly do feel, I'm getting goosebumps right now. God darn it. I feel that I made the right choice, and I'm glad that I chose to go on tour. I mean, who wouldn't?
Right. It's so exciting just to hear about it.
Good
wow.
example. Look at Slam and his situation. Have you seen Striker Pose yet?
Not yet, but I'm going to see it very soon.
Okay. Well, I can't give away things, but all I got to say is Slam. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it at that. But as far as me, I decided to go on tour instead of graduating, and I know he's mad, and he didn't talk to me for a while. And, I'm talking about my dad, by the way, oliver-crumes-iii Jr. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm talking about my father, guys. Sorry about that.
Sorry for the mix-up, everyone.
My wife goes, you got to tell him who you're talking about. So, anyway, in the movie, you see him give me my ring, which says, it's a gold ring, and it's very old. It says OC on it. And it's actually, my God, it's probably over 70 years old now because it came from my grandfather. My father gave it to him, and he gave it to me. And he was supposed to give it to me when I graduated because he got it when he graduated. So instead of him giving it to me at my graduation, he gave it to me in the movie Truth or Dare.
Wow.
If you remember, so.
That was beautiful. That was so touching.
Yeah, it was a touching moment, and I was young, just like the situation with Madonna in Truth There when Madonna talks about the pole, and I did the pole whole thing, and it is what it is. I don't take nothing back. I'm happy.
I know that's right.
So,
well, you know what? The second question that I wanted to ask was, when Madonna, you guys went to Chanel in Paris, you guys fooled around at Melissa's birthday party, and then Madonna's 1984 Like a Virgin music video hit, and it was a tour near Italy, and the Pope attempted to have it banned, forcing Madonna to cancel the show. What was that about? How that must have been a big
Did you say 1984?
1984.
Okay, and yeah, you have to repeat that again. That was kind of hard to hear because it's hard to hear you. Go ahead.
I said back when you guys and Madonna went to Chanel in Paris, you guys fooled around in Melissa's birthday party. In 1984, in Madonna's Like a Virgin music video, the tour was near Italy, and the Pope attempted to have it banned, forcing Madonna to cancel one show.
Correct.
What was that about? That must have been a big talk back then.
Oh, it was a big talk, but Madonna, and of course, her dancers was going to back her up. She didn't care. It was like, listen, either I'm going to do the show, you're going to let me do the show, or I'm not going to do the show, and all the fans in this city are going to be mad, and they probably start a riot. I mean, that's the way she was looking at it. So we just, she took matters into her own hands. She told everyone. She told the policeman. She told the governor, whoever, we're going to do our show. I'm going to do it as is. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to change it, So that's how she went about that. So.
Wow.
We didn't have nothing. We couldn't say anything because we were just the dancers. But she spoke for us. She spoke for herself. So.
Wow. I think I got the dates mixed up. I think it was 1990, but we'll move on. It's okay.
It's all good.
It's going to be okay. All right. Now, also, you guys went to Japan, and everything was a mess. There was some sound problems, and Madonna was having a issue with the rainy season in Japan, and you guys decided to scrap your costumes for warmer attire. And Madonna confesses, that she confesses that the only thing keeping her from slashing her wrist is the thought of returning back to, the States. What was that like?
As far as Japan, that was crazy because it was our first show in Japan, and it was raining hard, hell. I mean, pouring down raining, and the fans, and it was sold out. So, we did our show. We did our show in our Vogue outfit with the Madonna jackets. Come to find out, I just found this out actually in Berlin, which is 3 months ago, that Gabriel actually fell on stage. I totally forgot about this and sprained his ankle.
What?
And so, yes, and at that time, yeah. Now, you want to hear something crazy?
Go ahead.
We didn't have any backup dancers, like what is it called? Not stand-ins, but extra substitutes. We had no substitutes for us. So if we went down,
wow, the team was going down.
We would have one less dancer. Right. So Madonna must have really, really believed in us, as far as keeping our health up, knowing that we could just get through this whole tour without getting hurt or whatever. But yeah, Gabriel hurt himself, but he wound up continuing dancing. And as far as her being, did you say her being scared to go back to the States?
Well, well, she said she'd rather slash her wrists instead of going back to the States. What happened when she made that statement?
Say that again?
What happened when she made that statement?
See, the thing is, I wasn't even around for that, and I only saw those kind of things. I saw that in the movie. It's weird. Wow. Like there's certain things that's intrusive there. I didn't know about it until I saw.
Wow. So were you around for, the show in Toronto when Madonna was informed that plainclothes officers were prepared to arrest her, if she performed?
I was there for that.
Okay, so what was it like, that the cops were threatening to, arrest her if she was to perform the stimulation masturbation scene at the end of Like a Virgin? What was that like?
Well, okay, this was great.
I know she refused to change her show.
Yeah, of course. Well, before we even went to the venue, we knew what was going on. So we just went to the venue like normal, like a regular day, and we get there, and then sure enough, there was cops like backstage just hanging around, talking to her peoples. We're trying to get dressed or whatever. And of course, me and the boys weren't thinking about Donna and Nikki. We were in our rooms getting changed. We come out, and as you see in Truth or Dare, I mean, that's a little clip of it. But we come out, and they're saying, Madonna, you guys cannot go on stage. If you go on stage, you cannot do Like a Virgin, this and that. And, she is, of course, you see her in the movie, Truth or Dare, talking about it. But the boy, of course, I didn't say anything, but the boys was like, let us go to jail. Bobby Brown went to jail for this, so maybe we could join them and, making jokes and stuff. And I'm just sitting in the back just laughing. I'm like, well, if they go to jail, I guess I'm going to be going to jail too. But anyway, make a long story short, she just fought for what she believed in. And it's, freedom of speech, freedom to, express yourself. And that's the way she was, and that's the way she not made us think, but had us think, anything is possible. You can do whatever you want, as long as you put your mind to it. Believe in your gift. Believe in your. We just had her back, and as you can see, we went on stage and we still performed. And Louis and Jose and Madonna, when they did Like a Virgin, they actually did more than they normally do.
Wow.
Yeah, they went for it. They still.
So it was the final performance, and they went all in.
Oh, they went all in. I was laughing. We were all laughing because, Madonna didn't care, and it's the truth. I mean, even though back then, in the 90s, I mean, you could get away with a lot of stuff because you got to think about it. Velvet DeVoe had Do Me Baby. TLC had Ain't Too Proud to Beg. And, I mean, you had songs out there that you tried to do now, there's no way to get played on the radio.
Right. Yeah, it was a movement back then. It was current events connected with music, you know what I mean? Changing, the rights of the people in America.
Yeah, I mean, you're so right. I mean, to be honest with you, the 90s, whoever was born like for me, as far as 1970, who was born around that time, they got the best time of their lives in the 90s. Because everything, I mean, you got to think about it. Listen to the music today. I'm not putting no one down, but you listen to the music now, and listen to the music in the 90s, and all you can do is smile,
right? Because
it was beautiful,
right?
So.
Right. Well, you can't forget about the 70s as well, disco. You know what I mean? Yes.
No. I didn't. I know.
Yes.
The 70s to me, the 70s is what started it.
Those were the bean sprouts of house music.
Exactly. Yes, those were the bean sprouts. And then forget about the 80s.
Yes.
I mean, and 80s was, oh man.
The 90s was on fire. Truly on fire.
Yes. I totally agree.
It was at its peak.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Ballroom Scene Radio.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
I want to thank you guys for, having me, do this interview. I feel blessed. I feel privileged. I mean,
we're not done yet, though.
I know. No, I know.
Okay,
I'm
cool. Just checking in with you.
And say thank you.
Just checking in with you, man. Well, we appreciate it, though. You know what I mean? Actually, we're honored to have you on the show. You don't know how important it is to have this history documented and educate, the younger people in the community. A lot of people are now following Vogue. It's been an international sensation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ballroom, period, and the Ballroom community. Vogue, Madonna, Jenny Livingston, and all the pioneers and icons in Ballroom together who helped, build this, worldwide international brand. It's amazing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So much talent and creativity and beautiful people come out of this, and beautiful things happen in the bad and the ugly in this community as well.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I definitely
yeah.
I definitely totally connect with you. But you know what? I wanted to go into a controversy issue. Over your sexuality. I know you're straight, but I want everybody to know, the deal straight from, from you. You're married to a woman. I believe her name is Jeanette Kalustin.
Jeanette Kalustin-Crooms.
Yes. Congratulations, by the way. That is so beautiful and amazing, to have people in the community that can, explore and teach, other outlets or other roads you can choose in this community. It doesn't have to be gay or straight, transgender or bi. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. So how did you deal with the whole controversy, about everybody feeling that you were like, most of the people that were voguing at that time?
I didn't hear the last part. Sorry.
I said, how did you feel or how did you deal with that controversy issue, with people, thinking you were gay, because most people in those days that were into Vogue and dancing and stuff like that a majority of them were gay, you know what I mean? But how did it feel being a straight man in this situation, and how did you get your way out of it?
Well, first of all, I'm glad you brought this up, because I was just actually thinking about telling you the history of, me being homophobic or whatever. But anyway, coming from New Orleans, I grew up in an okay neighborhood, but majority of my time of living in New Orleans, I went and stayed with my grandmother, both grandmothers on both sides in the Lafayette projects, and we was brought around the, not Crips and Bloods, because they didn't have them out there, but there was a lot of, bad stuff going on, gang banging and all that stuff, and thank the Lord, none of my family members took that route. But when I got the Madonna tour, I always say this, I say the same thing, the boys changed my life. But before I continue with the way they changed my life, here's some history for the Vogue video. Me and my brother, I invited my brother to the Vogue set as we're filming, and it was my first time and my brother's first time seeing two guys kiss, and it was Gabriel and his boyfriend at the time, and me and my brother felt so uncomfortable. So we saw it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm like, Lance, what is going on? So anyway, at that time, I was still homophobic. Anyway, so when we went to Japan, it got to the point where I learned a lot. Why they became gay, and I learned about the gays. I learned about the lesbians, and just the whole LGBT type of stuff. And the boys changed my life. They changed my life. I know I always say this, but I was very ignorant. I was very young at the time, very naive, and and it was wrong for me. And who's ever listening right now on the radio, everyone is human. No one should judge anyone. And I was in the wrong for that. But you know what? I grew up quick. They not just Madonna, but the boys made me a man. They made me, they made me become a man, like really quick.
Wow.
So I give props to Kevin, Jose, Lewis, Slam, Carlton, and RP Gabriel. And of course, I would love to thank Madonna, because if it wasn't for Madonna, I probably would still be homophobic to this day. As far as voguing, when they started teaching me how to vogue, of course, in the Vogue video, I do my own hip hop section that I got to choreograph. Thank you, Jose and Lewis, for letting me do that.
Wow, that's amazing.
But Jose and Lewis helped me choreograph my own section of Vogue after I did my little Running Man section. When I went behind Madonna. So yes. as far as the Vogue scene, because I know you did ask me that, I didn't get to go to any ballroom events, but I got to experience the extravaganzas at the clubs when we was in New York, and it was cool because, you know, being the only straight guy, I'm going to a gay club, and don't get me wrong, my first time going, I was uncomfortable. Oh my God, I was uncomfortable. I was like, what the hell? You know, so the boys took care of me. They made sure nobody messed with me, this and that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I was very homophobic. A guy couldn't put his hand on me. You know, a man couldn't touch me because I would get, you know, get weird about it. So, but anyway, the boys taught me a lot, and as far as the Vogue scene, I love it. I still love it to this day. I actually, every now and then, it'll go in my choreography because, I mean, I've been doing it since 1990, ever since I learned it.
Word.
So,
wow.
And another thing, talking about, you know, me being the only straight and I'm married, I think you're going to like this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I moved in Vegas in 1994. Jeanette, my wife, she moved in here in 94, but I never knew her. I never met her or anything. Well, I met her, rest in peace, Prince. I met her in 1999. Okay?
Wow.
Now I want you to listen to this story because it's great. In 1999, I met her. She heard about me because she was in a show called Legends. I was in a show called Splash. And by the way, the reason why I moved here in 94 in Vegas is because I got into a show called Splash. It was a water show at the Riviera Hotel. And I met her in 1999. We met at a AIDS benefit.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing. Now it gets better. Not only we met at the AIDS benefit, but we did 2 AIDS benefits. We did back-to-back 89 and 99 and 2000, sorry. So the song we danced to was Remember the Time, which was the video I was in.
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh yes. Wait, it gets better.
What?
It gets better. Come to find out now, here's the thing. When she met me, I was very conceited. I was stuck up. I talked to her because my woman's hot. So
I know that's
at that
right.
time, of course, I was looking at her going, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and that's another story. Who cares about that? But she, we started talking, whatever. But here's the part that gets better. Well, guess who she knew before me?
Who?
Gabriel and Kevin. She danced with Kevin and Gabriel before I went on tour with Madonna, before we got the tour.
How ironic.
Isn't that not crazy?
Yes, very.
You can't write this. What a beautiful story, huh? So,
beautiful, man.
Yeah, come to find out, she was best friends with Gabriel. She danced with Kevin. I mean, she wasn't best friends with Gabriel, but they were. I mean, they worked. They did a few shows together, and yeah. So,
wow.
That's how we met. Did I leave anything else out? Yeah. I mean, you cannot write that. So my thing is, life. God had a plan for me because seeing that I was homophobic, I never been to a gay parade, gay pride parade. Never did an AIDS benefit, and come to find out, I met my wife at an AIDS benefit. I mean, you can't write that.
That's incredible, bro.
And to the world out there, Oliver's not homophobic. I love everyone.
I know that.
I love.
Thanks, though.
Yes, I am truly, truly blessed and honored to not. And I want you to listen to this because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. The gay community could have easily have thrown me under the bus because the way I talked,
Oh,
Truth or
yes.
Dare. I didn't realize in the movie I said the F word. I didn't know that I said that until the guys brought it to my attention. And, you know, the gay community could have easily hated me. Now, don't get me wrong. After the tour and after Truth or Dare came out, there was times where there was a few guys cursed me out and called me names. And you know what? I deserved it because I was, like I said, I was ignorant. But I'm not that way anymore. I'm telling you right now. So
I know that. Right.
And by the way, ballroom scene, radio people, the people that's listening, I'm going to my first gay pride parade in San Francisco.
Wow. Yes. That's great.
Yay! So
you know, there's a lot of people supporting that, and a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of opportunities, entertainment. You never know who's gonna show up.
Yeah,
I love gay prides; they're amazing.
Yeah,
I love to see, you know, all the colorful events and, you know, all the different kinds of differences of people that are out there in the world. But you know what? Let's switch the subject real quick. Let's go into let's talk a little bit about, you know, the king of pop, you know, and working with model Iman and actor Eddie Murphy, you know, and basketball star Magic Johnson. Let's talk a little bit about that.
You're talking about Remember the Time, am I correct?
Yes. Let's
start
off with that.
Now that right there, the cool thing about getting that video, of course, I knew Fatima. Me and my brother didn't have to audition. We just automatically got it.
Wow.
Yes, that was cool. Now, let's talk about... I have two idols. It's Michael Jackson and Prince. Okay, I love them for different reasons. So, but we'll talk about Michael first. Michael treated the dancers like no one else. Oh man, he was just anything we needed. He came to rehearsal at Landmark Studios. We rehearsed for 2 months. He came in. We did Remember the Time to different mixes and this and that. You know, he gave his little input to Fatima, and I think it was Stretch. That was the other choreographer. But anyway, he was nice, and I got to talk to him on the set. Actually, there's a behind the scenes of Remember the Time video, and they show me behind the scenes. But I actually got to talk to him, and he also told me that he knew who I was and that he enjoyed my dancing and this and that. And I got to play with his monkeys, and he was just very nice. Eddie Murphy was incredible. And Magic Johnson, when I met Magic Johnson, that was it, because from that day on, the day that I did the video with him, with Magic Johnson and Michael, every time I saw Magic Johnson, he would always say hi to me. So, and Iman was sweet. I got to give her a hug, so wow. I was happy for that.
Yes.
So, oh, by the way, I know you were talking about Michael. One thing I don't want to leave out, I don't know if you know this, but I also did the MTV Awards with En Vogue.
Wow. Yes.
Yes, we did Free Your Mind, and I actually got to do the solo with Dawn from En Vogue. You can go on YouTube and watch it, but I do the solo with Dawn, and I'm right next to the motorcycle. You see out my blonde hair and everything, but yeah. So I got to do the MTV Awards twice. Once with Vogue, which was iconic. And the one with En Vogue. But also, I'm just giving plugs right quick. Also, what everybody doesn't know, I also was on the Arsenio Hall show when he was huge. I was on it for a whole
I used to watch that all the time. What?
A whole hour, and my name was called Sausage Boy because... You're laughing. Wait.
Sausage Boy. Come here,
the reason why I was called Sausage Boy because, well, he said my name. He go because when the show started, they showed me dancing. Normally they show him standing behind a scrim and he comes out. Well, instead they showed me dancing, and I was behind a scrim, and I had on this tight like cat suit, but I had a cup on.
What?
You know, a cup. So
everyone fell in love.
So I'm dancing on the show, like I said, for a whole hour, and there's one scene where I stop and I pose, and I'm like bent over, and you can see the cup, and that's when he goes, "Look at Sausage Boy." So I guess it just kind of stuck with the whole show, that episode.
That's so shady, Sausage Boy.
But he did come out saying to the audience, "Hey, is that Oliver back there? I think that's Oliver back there." So he actually said my name. So anyway, as far as Michael Jackson, may he rest in peace. He was my idol. If it wasn't for him, I would not be dancing today still.
I know that's right. I feel the same. I would not be doing this today.
Huh?
I would not be doing this today.
Oh, man, at all. I mean, like I said, God had a vision for me, I think. He really did. He had something set for me because, I just used to watch the videos. I watched Prince. I watched Michael. I watched Madonna. And the one person I cannot leave out is Prince. I met him. I'm going to remember this to the day I passed. I met him at a club called Bar One in L.A., and he came to this club. I was dancing. I heard that he was there. He was sitting in his VIP section by himself, and his bodyguard was standing in front. He was about maybe 10 feet away. And I said, "Man, forget this. I got to go try to meet him." Well, I walked up to the bodyguard, and I said, "Can I meet Prince?" And he's like, No. So I looked over his shoulder. Prince told the bodyguard, "Let him in." And I was like, I went, "Are you kidding me?" I go and sit down. I said, "Hi, my name is Oliver." He goes, "I know who you are." He goes, I saw you in a Vogue video. I know you dance for Madonna. He comes out and tells me he thinks I'm an incredible dancer. Prince told me that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is no lie. Everything I'm telling you is all the truth. There's no reason to lie about it. And here's the best part about this. I told him that I had him me and my brother in our room in L.A., my brother's wall had all Michael Jackson. My wall had all Prince. And I told him this, I go, and I didn't want to sound like a crazy fanatic fan, but, those are things that you got to just say.
Right.
So I told him, and he was like, "Well, thank you, this and that, whatever." So we got to talk for like 45 minutes. Well, what year was it, Jeanette? I think it was 2001. Prince was in Vegas, and he had his own show out here. Well, he was at Studio 54, and me and Jeanette was walking around the club, and he...
You there? Oh, we must have lost signal. I guess we'll be right back, right after these messages.
Must have got disconnected. Don't worry, hold on, give me a second.
All right, we're back.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all gravy. All right, so go ahead.
So, I knew Jeanette believed me that I met him, but she was like, "Oliver, you said you met Prince. You should go and talk to him. And I hesitated for a second. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, it's gonna be kind of hard. So me and her walk up to the bodyguard, and Prince, I recall Prince. I think Prince saw me, and Prince was like, let him in, but he wouldn't let Jeanette come in. So Jeanette had to sit outside the red rope or whatever and watch me talk to Prince. And the thing is, she loves Prince too, but she couldn't get to talk to him.
Aww.
And I know I felt so bad. Oh my God, I felt so bad. So anyway, that's my history of Prince and Michael. So, but I do miss both of them. Michael was very, very hard to, when he passed away. I couldn't listen to his music for at least 3 months. It took me a year and a half to watch the movie This Is It, which was the last thing he did. I was really devastated. I had to teach dance class actually the day that he died. He passed away, and it was very hard for me to teach class. And for Prince, it was just a shocker. I couldn't believe it because just before he passed away, we were premiering Strike a Pose in New York, and we went to a club on a Saturday night. He passed away on I think it was Tuesday. Well, that Saturday night, we all were together, the dancers and our director, what's her name? Not Ryer. Ryer and Esther. So Esther Gold was with us. Well, we were at this club, and all they were playing was Prince and Michael Jackson. And we're singing to it. I even posted it up on Facebook. We went Facebook Live, and we were just celebrating, Michael. But we were not just celebrating Prince. We were just singing Prince. We were just having fun. And then on Tuesday, he passed away, and it was the weirdest thing.
Wow.
Because I heard he was doing fine. He was okay. And, it really sucks because now all we have left, because they were all born in the same year, is Madonna.
Right. Wow.
So, it's just really sad. And they just did the autopsy on him. And, come to find out, I don't want to say what they said. If you don't know, then just go to the news or go online and look. But no matter what, the man, to me, Prince, he was so perfect. The man could play all instruments. I mean, you never heard that much in the social media or on the news or in newspapers about him. So anyway, I miss him. I miss Michael. I miss Muhammad Ali. He just passed. May God rest his soul too.
Rest in peace, yes. Wow.
Wait a minute. I gotta mention this. What's his name that passed away just now? A friend of ours, Andre Fuentes, he just passed away 2 days ago. He was the choreographer for Britney.
Wow.
He passed away. And I didn't even write anything on Facebook, but I will say this on radio. When this guy, well, he's an adult now. He was 40 years old. When I got Madonna's tour, and I got off a tour because I was teaching also at this other studio, well, he went there. Well, I guess he looked up to me in a way. He made a collage video of all my videos that I were in.
Wow.
Yes.
You love when the fans do that.
Yes, and I still have the video. I'm actually looking at it right now, because I was going to post it on Facebook, but I wanted to wait for a little bit. But because none of the dancers in the industry, the dancers in this industry, have any idea what he did for me. He wrote on my VCR tape. He wrote to the greatest dancer and choreographer. He's my idol. And he wrote Oliver-crumes-iii. And he wound up becoming a big choreographer. And like I said, he choreographed Britney's show in Vegas right now.
Wow.
And he just passed away.
So sad.
rest in peace, Andre. You know, so
Wow, rest in peace.
anyway,
It's so
Yeah.
sad. Wow.
yeah,
Times
there's
are
a
going
lot
by.
of there's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, can you believe it's been 25 years since Madonna released her documentary film In Bed with Madonna?
I know.
Wow.
It's 25 years. And you know what's funny about that? The movie Strike, the documentary Strike a Pose.
Right.
I told the guys when we were in Berlin. No, I actually told the guys when we had our reunion last year. I said to them, dude, if somebody told us 25 years ago we're gonna make a documentary just about you guys, we would have been like, yeah, right. For what reason?
What?
You know, why would you want to do that? You know, so we are blessed. And speaking of, you know, you're talking about the 25th year of, you know, In Bed with Madonna, or what we call Truth or Dare. I also want to say this live on the radio, and this has to do with dancing. Is that okay?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I want to say that I give respect to all the dancers that came before me, because to be honest with you, me, Kevin, Jose, Louis, Kevin, and Carlton, we're very special to get this opportunity to have this movie to tell our story. The rest of these dancers in this world that are doing things in life and that's been doing stuff way before us. We're talking about the dancers in Michael Jackson's Thriller. We're talking about Paula Abdul dancers. We're talking about Janet Jackson dancers. Not now. We're talking before we did the Blonde Ambition tour. And they don't get the recognition like we're getting. You know, they might be in the limelight, but they're not getting the recognition that we're getting. And I just want to say I give props to them, and I salute them. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am also still to this day, because I really looked up to, you know, the Lavelle Smiths and Jimmy Locust, and there's so many more that I can mention, but they know who they are, and I just have much respect for them, and that's it about that.
Wow. Let's go. Let's talk a little bit about Gabriel's passing.
Oh.
You know, a lot of people don't really know exactly who Gabriel was and what he did. Can you please let everybody know exactly who Gabriel was and what he did back then with you guys?
Well, Gabriel, as I call him, he was innocent. If you were in a bad mood, all he had to do was look at you, and he would calm you down.
Wow.
He was seriously my brother and the rest of the guys' brother. And you know, God, I don't want to get teary-eyed, but he just meant a lot to us, and you could tell in the movie Truth or Dare. You know, Madonna really loved him. She loved all of us, but you can tell that she had a certain bond with him, and we all did. But I didn't find out until I think 2000 that he passed away in 96, and but as far as him, all I can say, keyword innocent. He was a blessing. It was like I was so happy to have met him, and you know, even my wife Jeanette said that when she danced with him, he was always, you know, he's a good person. He was a good guy. He never caused any controversy. He never. He really seemed like he never got mad. It would take a lot to make him mad, you know. And he was just a grounded person. You know, he didn't walk around conceited and act like he was all that when he was on tour. You know, so that's all I can say. I mean, it's just so hard to talk on that subject because I just wish I could have been there for him when he passed away. But the good thing is I got to meet his mother, Sue Troopin, in New York, and I got to talk with her for a very long time, and that made my day. That put the stamp on it. I was at ease. I was okay with life because I got to talk to his mom. So I do miss him, though.
Wow. Now, that's Gabriel Troopin, right? 26-year-old dancer, performed with some of the biggest names in show business. He's danced with Vanessa Williams, Debbie Allen, Gloria Estefan, Queen Latifah, the Jackson Family, and with the Adidas dance team. He was a graduate of San Francisco School of the Arts. Studied with the Alvin Ailey Dance Theater in New York City. Also was a featured dancer at the age of 19 in Madonna's 1990 Blonde Ambition tour.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now,
speaking of, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I forgot to mention because I just realized you mentioned Vanessa Williams. Well, I got to work with Vanessa Williams also.
Wow. Tell us something about Vanessa Williams. We love Vanessa Williams.
Her video, "The Right Stuff." I think that was her first video. It's called "The Right Stuff." Well, in that video, she's doing some hip hop dancing. I taught her that.
I remember that.
Yes, I got to help choreograph that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also now see stuff is coming back to me. I also got to help choreograph with Frank Gatson. He's a choreographer. I got to choreograph Eddie Murphy's Beverly Hills Cop 3 soundtrack. What? Oh yeah. The group's no, not that song.
Oh, I thought you were talking about one. I was getting ready to feel it real quick.
Okay, no, the R&B group Shy, they had a song for the soundtrack of Beverly Hills Cop 3, and I got to help choreograph with Frank Gatson the video for that.
Work.
Yeah, so I've done,
you've done quite a lot.
I've done a lot, and I'm proud of it. And we all have, all the boys, and we just take it day by day. And also Radio World, Ballroom Radio World. Me and my wife, we own our own studio. It's called Musicology Academy.
Wow.
We just actually had our recital yesterday. We posted it up on Facebook, and I will be giving my information about Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff, so you could see it. My wife teaches voice and piano.
Wow.
And I have my own department.
I love that.
It's called Revlo Hip Hop, and that's Oliver spelled backwards, the Revlo part. Yay! So, anyway, about the recital. Was that for
copyright purposes, or did you intentionally do that?
Oh, the copyright of Musicology Academy?
No, the spelling of your name backwards.
Oh, I never got it copywritten, but I know Musicology Academy. It's just a division of musicology. Musicology is the front, the head front of the business.
Okay.
Mine is a little side part. It's just it's just part of it. So, but yesterday, my wife surprised me. And everyone, you should go on Facebook and look.
Yes. Shout out to Miss Jeanette, by the way.
Huh?
Shout out to your wife, Jeanette. She's doing a lovely job in the background, by the way.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Jeanette Oliver-Crumes-iii. And of course, as y'all can tell, her last name is it's Kalusian, and she's Armenian. So. Yes, I'm very happy. I'm very proud of her. But she surprised me yesterday. She's telling me she didn't have nothing to do with it. But two of my students, please go look at it on Facebook. It's oliver-crumes-iii on Facebook. Two of my students did a dedication, a tribute to me, and they did Vogue, they did Remember the Time, and they did my Johnny Gill video that I did with Johnny Gill. It's called The Floor. I didn't mention that. I forgot to mention that.
Wow.
Shout out to Johnny Gill again. Yes. But anyway, they had T-shirts made. And on the T-shirt, on the front of it, it was a picture with me, Madonna, and Jose and Luis, and everybody's on it. It's actually from our Blonde Ambition tour. She had that on the front of the T-shirt. It said Strike a Pose. And then on the back is a picture of just me before and after. The picture with me with my overalls on from the Blonde Ambition tour and me now. And it was a beautiful tribute. I cried. I was emotional because I did not expect it. And you should look it up on Facebook because it was, I'm not kidding you, it was beautiful.
Wow. Amazing. Now, one little thing I wanted to just talk about just a little bit. There's rumors about a lawsuit, filing because of too much information was disclosed for the Blonde Ambition dancers on Truth or Dare.
Yeah, it was me, Kevin, and Gabriel. I don't really like talking about it. It was, I look at it this way. That was in the past, and it was to protect.
Right.
It was to protect ourselves. That was the whole situation.
More so for business.
Yes, we was protecting ourselves, and as artists, we was protecting ourselves as artists, and even though it was 25 years ago, I know a lot of people want to know about it, but majority of the time I let Kevin go ahead and speak it, and if he wants to speak about it, he will. But I really, just like the situation about the Star magazine, me and Madonna, I'm married now. I'm a grown man. I'm married. I'm happy. My wife's happy. And I know you're doing your job. I know you want to ask these questions. You don't have to, but you want to ask these questions. But it is what it is, and I hope you respect me.
No diggity, of course.
So.
Definitely. Okay, next question. I want to say one thing about the Strike a Pose thing, and then I want to move on to the next question. How did you feel after you seen the new documentary, Strike a Pose?
Oh, emotional. I was worn out by watching it, and I mean, some of the stuff that I see in the movie, I did not know. I mean, after finding out about, I found out about Slam and Jose at the reunion last year. But the movie is very, very emotional. It was well directed. Ryer and Esther did an incredible job. They really, really did. Even though I wish they should have a little bit more of me dancing. they didn't show me dancing enough, so I was disappointed about that. I wasn't mad. I was disappointed. So if they're listening, they already know.
Wow.
But the movie, I promise you, everyone that's listening right now, when you see it, you might want to bring a tissue. I'm telling you right now. And we were told, in Berlin, I think it might have been Berlin or New York, one of the reporters or somebody said it's kind of Oscar worthy. So it's a blessing, dude. I mean, it's incredible, this journey that we are all going on, and the movie itself, it tells our story. It really does. And you know what? It also gives everybody and anybody hope to believe they can do whatever they want, that they can, and once again, they can express themselves. They can not be afraid. They can they can let their family members know, hey, I want to come out, or better yet, the straight people out there, when I'm talking, they can go ahead and realize that, hey, listen, everyone is equal. So that's my input on how I felt about the movie.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Good input. All right, let's go to the next question.
Let's go to the next question.
A lot of the elders from 1980s in the ballroom community feel that Madonna exploited the ballroom community and that, she kind of sort of commercialized old wave voguing. How do you feel about that?
Well, Jose and Lewis normally speaks about that, but I'm trying to recall the way Jose and Lewis put it, because they do get asked. We all get asked this question, but we don't have the right to answer it because we're not extravaganzas. We're not them. But they feel like she didn't exploit it. She, if anything, she brought it to the world so the world can see. You know what I mean?
She opened the door.
She opened the door. And the way I look at it, I'm sorry, my opinion, I feel the same way. I'm like, I didn't have no idea what voguing was. And I know it was an underground thing, but, you could say that about b-boying or hip-hop. Madonna brought me to do hip-hop on stage, and what? Did I do something wrong to the culture, the history of it? No. So I understand how the industry of the ballroom, of the voguing and extravaganzas and that stuff, I can understand where they're coming from, but I honestly think they should just look at it as she opened the world to it. She didn't destroy it. She didn't do nothing wrong to it. And sure enough, Jose and Lewis gave it a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. They brought it to the TV. They brought it to video. They brought it to the movie screen.
They brought it to media.
They brought it out. Even though it was underground, but they gave it justice. That's the word I'm looking for. Justice.
Wow.
So.
How do you feel that the ballroom community feels that Madonna is an opportunist and that she capitalized on Vogue? She didn't give back to the community enough. They feel that she stole the dance, and she gave very little credit to everybody else in the ballroom scene, including to Jose and Louis Extravaganza, and forgetting about the most of origins of African American and Hispanic innovators or whatever when it comes to ballroom community that created the late 1970s and 80s.
I think she did. I think she gave props to Jose and Louis. She, if I recall, like I said, the boys can answer only these type of questions, but.
Right. Right, because there's a whole list of people that I'm getting messages from people. You know what I mean? I just want to read a couple. It has nothing to do with you. We just want to bring them up. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying the ones who should have been credited was Paris Dupree, Peppa LaBeija, Sandy Apollonia Ninja, Willie Ninja, Muhammad Omni, Ira Aphrodite, Derek Davis Pendavis. Princess Magnifique, Adrienne Alicia, Stevie St. Laurent, Dorian Stewart Ebony, Tim Princess, Damian Omni, David Ultra Omni, Caesar Valentino, Derek Davis LaBeija, Milton Ninja, Hector Extravaganza, and so many more.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot. And, I can't speak for Madonna, and I can't speak for the boys, but I'm sure if they were on the radio right now talking, they could answer that. But, I really can't answer on that. So,
do you feel that she could have?
I can give them props.
I know that's right.
Because I'm not extravaganza. I'm not part of that scene. I would love to be, but no. But I'll give them props. You know what? They know what they've done. Even though if she might not have said anything. They know in their hearts. They know that they started. That they were part of it from the beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Some people also say that she could have given back to the LGBT Black and Latino ballroom community, especially those who are underprivileged, such as homeless, disenfranchised, and those suffering with HIV and AIDS within the ballroom community. How do you feel? Do you feel that she could have given back, or do you feel that she's given enough?
So wait, but is this valid that she hasn't given back? Because I know she's given back to the AIDS Foundation. She's done so much.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get you to. You know what I mean? If you know anything, please let us know.
Oh yeah, no, she's done so much for the AIDS community and for the LGBT. I think, if I'm correct, she's done a lot. That's the one artist that I know, Madonna, has done a lot for the gay community. I know that for a fact. Her Frank was Harrington. I forgot the guy that passed away when we were on tour. Harrington. She's done a lot. She has done a lot for the gay community. So, I know that for a fact. So.
Okay, one last question. Well, I got a couple questions. Just maybe like 4 or 5. Not even like 2, 3, or 4. One. Okay.
I'm okay. This is fun.
Okay. In a parody of the world-famous documentary Truth or Dare called Medusa Dare to Be Truthful by comedian Julie Brown, and the characters that intimidate you called Stinky was overly feminine with dyed blonde hair and portrayed as gay. Were you in any way offended at the time of the release of that documentary, knowing that you're not gay and that being male and dyeing your hair and wearing earrings was just a stereotype of being gay?
No, I was not offended at all. If anything, I laughed my butt off. And in fact, someone posted that again just last week, and I reposted it because it is the most funniest thing ever. I laughed. I got a kick out of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yes.
I gagged when they said it to me. When I was like, I have to watch this video. Are you kidding me?
Wait. So you don't know about this? They were the only ones that mimicked me or made someone play me. Well, I forgot what year it was, but this was back when In Living Color was out.
Oh, I love In Living Color.
Oh, well, Damon Wayans and I forgot the other guy's name. You know how they did Men on Film?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did Men on Film. Oh, David Allen Greer. So it's Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer.
David
Antoine
Allen Greer.
And whatever. Well, they did a recap on movies, like Siskel and Ebert. They talked about Truth or Dare. And before they did it, I actually got a call. It's called Men on Films on the TV show In Living Color. I actually got a phone call from Keenan Ivan Wayans asking, is it okay if they go ahead and talk about you? And my first thought was, I'm okay with that. Well, you can watch it on YouTube, dude, because it's hilarious. But they talking about Truth or Dare, and it get to one point, they go, oh, now that Oliver, you know what? They go, that Oliver, he is something else. He just needs to come out of the closet because we all know. So yes. Oh, my God. It is so funny. It is
wow.
To me, that was the icing on the cake for me because I have In Living Color, with Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, and the Keenan brothers, the Wayne brothers or whatever, and they're talking about me.
Wow.
So
that has to be an amazing feeling, dog. I swear to God, that's amazing. Just to even
isn't
hear
that cool?
Crazy. What?
Isn't
that is the coolest.
The coolest, exactly. So no, I was not offended about the Medusa thing that Julie Brown did. I loved it. I embraced it.
That's what's up. You know what I mean? Showing that type of support. Because it shows about who one's character is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also you forgot about Glee. Glee did a parody of Vogue. Did you know that?
Wow. No, I didn't know that. But you know what? I guarantee you they're going to send it to me or somewhere in this chat. You know, and I know the children are going to post. I know it's going to pop up eventually.
Well, but here's the thing. They did the whole video. They even did my hip-hop section that I choreographed.
Wow.
Yes.
That's got to be amazing.
And Janie Lynch, of course, she's the one that did Vogue. I mean, she did Madonna's part. But they had the dancers, they had the suits on and everything. They did the exact video, and it was very, very cool.
Wow. That's when you know the minute you know you made it, when you're on Glee.
Oh,
did you were you expecting that one?
No, I
wasn't. Wow. How do you feel about the evolution of Vogue and how it is today in 2016?
To be honest with you, let me say this right now. I don't know any of the other. I know a few of the extravaganzas, but to me, my extravaganzas are Louis and Jose, and
I know that's right.
Their style of voguing, to me, is the best. I'm sorry, can't be touched. This is my opinion. So if the world want to get mad, please don't get mad at me. It's just an opinion. It's my opinion. And you know, for instance, when Jose and Louis back on tour, how they were contortionists, how they took their arms and went behind their backs and brought it all the way around. Now all of a sudden in hip hop, all in the hip hop videos, all these hip hop wannabe dancers are doing it and saying it's their own thing. They're the one that came up with it. And I'm thinking to myself, no. Jose and Louis, my first eyes have seen it. They did it first. But you know, and I mean, the voguing, I'm loving that it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But to me, nothing can beat Jose and Louis. Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing. No one. Sorry. I hate to say it. Sorry. It is what it is. You take it how it is. But please, Ballroom Scene Radio, don't be mad at me.
Yes. All right. What was your best memory of the tour?
Oh, I have a few. The opening, how we come out as workermen and we have on our overalls with no shirts on, dirt all over us, and we're coming out, and that audience is just roaring, and all you could hear is machinery in the background on the speakers. So that's one thing. One of my favorites, of course, it has to be "Open Your Heart" because it's just me and her. And I'm going to continue with the other ones that was my most memorable moments. But I would like the radio world to know, the ballroom radio scene to know, that shirt that I had on in "Open Your Heart." I was so mad that I had to wear that in the beginning. I was like, I am not wearing this sequence shirt. I'm not wearing this. And sure enough, I wound up loving it. And I wish I could have got to keep it. But anyway, "Open Your Heart," and also my trio with me, Kevin, and Gabriel in "Where's the Party?" And I got to choreograph that whole hip-hop section of us doing the RoboCop, all of us dancing together. So Vince Patterson let me choreograph that part. And, of course, I choreographed the whole section of the trio with me, Kevin, and Gabriel. And finally, Keep It Together. Keep It Together. Oh. Oh, my God. Every time I just think of that song, it brings back so many memories because, you know, I honestly think we all didn't know. Even Madonna didn't have no idea how special that tour was. And the way it was put together. And I've seen some of her other concerts, but this one right here, it really told a story. from beginning to end. You know, it's about that tour is all about expressing yourself, freedom of speech, and family.
Yes.
So
beautiful combination.
Oh yeah. I'm on a roll right now. I can't believe it.
Wow. We've covered a lot of amazing things tonight. I can't believe. I am very impressed.
Well, you know what? I am so grateful and thank you, Izzy. One day I would love to meet you.
Oh, definitely. We gotta definitely meet one day. You know what I mean? And just get to know each other real quick. You know what I mean?
And I mean, it's just so cool to know that the world still loves us. I don't mean me. I mean us. Yes. Us 7 dancers. You know, even the rest in peace, Cable. But we are just so blessed. And the guys told me to stop saying this, which is what it was going to come out of my mouth, saying that we were lucky. They go, no, Oliver, we're not lucky. We're gifted. We're special, and that's all you need to say. And I'm like, okay, so no words of we're lucky. We are just blessed.
I know that
to have this opportunity again, and that Madonna chose the few chosen ones, which was us. We got chosen by Madonna, no one else. And this is what the guys told me. And because it got to one point in Berlin, I just couldn't believe what was going on. I was like, this is unreal. I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. And they're like, Oliver, no, it should be happening because we are blessed. And we need to tell our story. And so, it's just a beautiful thing, dude. We're so honored.
We are honored here as well at BallandSceneRadio.com. It's been a pleasure. Real quick, I want to ask you 2 more questions before I let you go, though. I feel like I don't want to let you go. I hope I'm not like...
No, you don't have to let me go. We're good.
I'm like, I hope you don't think I'm like stalking you over the mic and stuff.
Izzy, listen to this. me and my wife were off. We're hanging out.
Yeah, today's Monday, the beginning and the ending of a week. So why not? Let's just chill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a cool guy too. You know what I mean? I have my partner here. He supports me. Shout out to Gene, my one and only Gene Gift.
Shout out to Gene.
Yes. And what I do, I work with the community and the up-and-coming talent. I have an organization called House of Stars, and I work with the community. I find funding for kids to do albums or follow their dreams, go to dance school, whatever, be a music teacher, a studio engineer, singer, transgender singer, rappers. I work with LGBT. I opened up another record label recently called LGBT Records. And I'm also the CEO of House of Stars and PrideTunes.com, which is the first LGBT gay non-discriminatory music venue online, sponsored by Beats. Dr. J Beats. Shout out to Dr. J, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, he was another one who had to learn about the whole homophobia experience and getting through that. Yeah, it was cool.
Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I forgot. I also was in Eazy-E's video.
I know that's right. Yes.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. Oh my God. Yes. I was in the We Want Easy video. It was Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre,
yes,
MC Ren, DJ Yella. Oh my God. I totally forgot to mention that.
Wow.
Yes. So shout out to NWA.
Yes.
That's right.
Shout out to NWA.
Yes. Wow, very cool.
Yes. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my boy who's tuning in as well. Oh my God, Public Enemy, T-Bone Mata, one of my homeboys growing up in the Midtown. Grew up around LaGuardia High School and stuff. He's tuning in. Shout out to you, boy. So yes, definitely. We definitely got to meet. I have a lot of great things. I'm trying to explore the world and do new things, help put my imprint in history, maybe I could be part of something one day too with a couple of other kids from the ballroom scene and the community.
Nice. Yes. Now, I want to give a shout out to everyone you just mentioned. So shout out to everyone. And like I said, I'm so thankful and grateful. And As far as if you could check me out on Instagram, it's Oliver Crumes Revelo Hip Hop. It's all one word. And also Musicology Academy is on Instagram, and you can go online and check out our website. Check out online musicologyacademy.com, and also on Facebook we have Musicology Academy, and on Twitter we have Musicology Academy. I don't have Twitter yet. I haven't decided to get it yet, but and you can check me out on Facebook, oliver-crumes-iii.
Yes.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I also want to give a great big shout out real quick to Danny Tiberius Stretch Ninja for, hooking up this interview, hooking me and you up to get together, and do this BallroomSceneRadio.com. He works very hard behind the scenes, as program director and vice president of BallroomSceneRadio.com, by the way. So just want to give him a great big special shout out. And he was the one who we were playing phone tag with earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Izzy, you have my number and everything, correct?
Yes, I do. I have it in my personal contacts. I do.
Yes, and I would love for you to always keep in touch. And now, where are you located at? Where are you?
I'm originally from Lower East Side, New York City, Manhattan, but I currently reside right now. I'm in Tampa, Florida. After the hurricane kind of tore down this community, I decided I want to come to the community of Tampa and help rebuild the entertainment community down here.
Nice.
I came from Philadelphia. I moved to Philadelphia in 1999, 2000 area, and I lived there for 15 years. That's where I met Gene, recently got married, and came to Florida and started a new venture. But we're always traveling wherever. I'll be in New York City in July. Don't forget, July 30th is the Latex Ball, and it's going to be at... I think it's going to be in Midtown somewhere. I got to get you that information. But it is posted on our Facebook, by the way. But definitely, do you mind if I call you, maybe off the radio show? Maybe we could, talk. You know what I
mean? Sure. Of course.
He's like, no, don't worry. I'm not going to. I don't think you're gay because you have blonde hair and that blonde ambition.
Wait, no. At first, no. At first, I didn't know if you was exactly... talking towards me, or you was asking me. That's why I wasn't sure. So that's why I was like, yeah. You can call me whenever you want, buddy. Yeah. Trust me. You are good. You're very good peoples, and I like you a lot. You're cool. You're great. I'm not no good. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of nervous at first. I'm like, oh, come on, because you stood an hour and a half. It might be. I'm like. Wow. What can we talk about? But sure enough, I wish we could have got some callers in, but we don't have anybody.
Well, I wanted to make this an exclusive interview. We usually get some callers every now and then, but it's just to give out shout outs and stuff like that. But if I open the lines for you, we're never gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? Then they get mad because we didn't, you know what I mean? So the best way to do is just do your interview, let's speak, let them listen, and they can communicate with you through Facebook or, reach out to you on your social media, that you just, released out to them. That's good, right?
Yes, and my wife just told me that you're on Facebook.
Yes,
please.
Are
you on Facebook?
Yes, please request me so I can tag you guys to this episode. We can make this epic.
Oh,
by the way, this episode is downloadable for free. You can either go to houseofstars.com or BallroomSceneRadio.com, click on the Spreaker music player, and look for the little download button, and download this episode and share with your friends.
Okay, I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at you on Facebook right now.
I know I'm on, but you know what? I just we gotta end the show though, because everyone's like, okay, is he like, hello? We can they're sweaty to this, so we're gonna say thank you for joining us today on the show. It's been our pleasure. We are honored to have you here on BallroomSceneRadio.com. One of the most iconic dancers in Vogue history, Oliver Crumes.
Yes, can I say one more thing before I go?
Sure, go ahead.
One thing I didn't get to mention.
What happened?
Oliver, I got to make sure I put my stamp on this.
Go ahead.
Oliver was the first person in 1990 to have blonde hair before Dennis Rodman, before Cisco.
I know that's right.
before Chris Brown. I was the first person to do it. So the funny thing is, my mom said I should have patented it, but I didn't. But I was the first one to do it. So I want the radio world to know. I want the ballroom scene radio to know Oliver was the first person to do it.
Wow.
And I'm out after that.
I know that's right. All right, Oliver, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. It's been so real. And I love, you coming on the air, telling us your journey and, educating us with, some experience of your past. It's been real wonderful.
I'm grateful and thankful. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yes. I'm just saying I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Thank you, Ballroom Radio Scene, for having me. And God bless. And remember, stay true to yourself. And, like Madonna said back in the day, freedom of speech, be who you are, live big, anything is possible.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Alrighty, guy, I gotta let you go, but it's been so real. Thank you so much. And we'll keep in contact.
Yeah, call me in a little bit. Call
yeah,
me back.
friend request me and send me a message so I know it's you, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Have a good night. Say bye to your wife for me. It's been real.
Okay, she said bye.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Good nighty, bye.
Bye.
All right. It's been cute. I see Miss Brianna Diaz is reading on the chats again. Shout out to Miss Brianna Diaz. She's always carrying. And shout out to Wendell LaBelle Scandell in the building. He gave a little words for wisdom. He's always out there giving his information and his opinions and stuff. You might want to friend request these two guys. Don't forget, tune in to us every Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. here on ballsceneradio.com. It's your boy Izzy Stars LaBeja. And we're bringing it to you this year. We have a wonderful, wonderful new season coming up for y'all. Don't forget, we have one more episode of ballsceneradio.com before we going to end the season. And then we're going to come back to you again in the fall with another hot, I'm talking about another hot section of ballsceneradio.com. Real quick, I want to take the time out to give a great big shout out to Danny Tiberius Stretch Ninja. Once again, we love you down. I want to give a great big shout out to oliver-crumes-iii for coming on the show and turning it out for us, speaking about Madonna and this new up-and-coming documentary called Strike a Pose, featuring all of Madonna's dancers from back in the days. Here's your boy Izzy Stars, and I'm signing out on ballsceneradio.com, the hottest station on the internet nation. Bye.
We shall all be free. Follow me. Why don't you follow me to a place where we can be free? Come with me over there. Putting into racial hatred.
I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. Bitch, who are you? I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'ma be me, you gon' be you. Bitch, who are you? What? Bitch, who are you? I'ma be me. I'ma be me. Bitch, who are you? I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. I'ma be queen, bitch. I'ma be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. Bitch, you. To the Rico, with the good butt. To the Rico, hey, with the good butt. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. I'm gon' be me, you gon' be you. Bitch, who are you?
No drink. like heaven, I'll wait there forever till I'm out of the cold. Yeah. And Hosting radio sponsored by the House of Ninja, House of Blonic, House of Ultra Omni, House of Extravaganza, House of Infinity, House of Milan, House of Latex, and of course, the one and only, the legendary House of Stars. Special thanks to Danny Stretch Ninja, DJ Frankie Paradise, Steve Gonzalez, DJ Chip Chop Ninja, legendary Jay Polonic, Icon Kevin Ultra Omni, Icon Angel Infinity, Icon Darren Malone, legendary Mother Power Infinity,